Hey, what's up? It's your girl Toya Wright, and my definition of a boss is a female leader, a woman who's out here getting to the money, who's providing a way for her family, who's able to put other people in position to win, who uplift women. And you know what I'm saying? Women is just holding it down. Let's stick together and get it. Beautiful boss.
Hey guys, welcome back to Couch Conversations with Shatara. I am super excited and super stoked because we have the N.O. New Orleans girl boss herself, baby, Miss Toya Wright in the building. Hey Toya, thank you so much for sitting on the couch. So people want to know, and so do I, so we're going to get straight to this thing, okay? So people see you on social media, people know of you, but people don't really know who you really are. So who is Toya Wright?
Toya Wright is a mother. She's an entrepreneur. She's a New York Times bestselling author, and she's all about female empowerment.
Awesome. You see, because that's what girl bosses do.
Yes.
We empower other women, okay? So you got pregnant at a young age. So did I. You know, it's something that we kind of like, we shy away from, but in these days, it's like, no, people need to know that you can be a young mom and still make it. How old were you when you got pregnant?
Well, when I got pregnant with Reginae, I was 15 years old. I had her at 16. And girl, when I tell you I didn't know what to do, I'm like 15, 16 with a baby? Like, what am I gonna do? But I kind of thought my life was over right there, you know? And then I was dealing with different things with my family, and you know, everybody's telling me you're not ready for motherhood, but you know, I kind of worked it out.
Yeah, I had my baby at 15. I got pregnant at 15 and had it at 15. Had to be homeschooled. My mom had to keep her, but I got the same thing. It was like, no, this is your child.
Yep.
College, it was into college. Everything that I thought my life was gonna be, it stopped when I got pregnant at 15. So I could definitely identify with you with that. But you see, as a boss, you made it happen, even as being a teen mom. And that's just what we do. How was growing up in New Orleans?
Growing up in New Orleans for me, I kind of had a kind of crazy childhood because I was like from pillar to post. But you know, one thing I love and admire about my family, regardless, you know, they were dysfunctional, we still loved each other. We did, you know, family events, and it always, you know, when we did get together, it was always a good time. I love the New Orleans culture. You know, I'm a New Orleanian to the day I die. No matter where I'm at, I'm repping my city. You know, I love New Orleans. I mean, growing up was pretty cool. It was what it was, and it is what it is. And I love my city, and I embrace my childhood. You know what I'm saying? I embrace, you know, all of that, because all of those moments made me the woman that I am today, the strong go-getter. Like, you know, had I not been through all the things that I've been through, I wouldn't be, you know, as strong as I am and as motivated as I am to keep going and you know, not giving up.
Giving up.
Yeah.
And that's a big deal. This is crazy. Like, I'm really getting chills that we are just so much in common. What people fail to realize is, and my husband tells me this all the time, you know what you do? You take all the things that hurt you, everything that people do bad to you, and you take it and you use it as fuel for you to go harder.
Yes.
But I'm like, what else am I going to use it for? Because we are wired that way. We are wired to take that and make us become better. And there's other women who take that stuff and they fold.
They become bitter. They become angry. That term, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade, is so real. You know what I'm saying? That is what I live by.
Yes.
So lemonade it is.
Lemonade it is. So any woman that's going through, you know, a hard life, or, you know, with kids or whatever the case may be, knowing that what you went through and how you were able to take those lemons and make lemonade, what is one solid piece of advice that you can give somebody to let them know, sis, even in what you're going through right now, there's lemonade on the other side of that?
Right. I mean, we all go through things in life. There's no such thing as the perfect life, the perfect person. We all have ups and downs. You know, you got to just keep God in your life, stay prayed up, and always remember that there's light at the end of the tunnel. You know, I've been through a lot of things in my life, from my childhood to losing loved ones, siblings, divorce, teen pregnancy. I mean, you name it. Not having my father like in my life like I would like to have in my life. Divorced 2 times, you know, but sometimes you have to use all of those things as a stepping stool to get where you want to, you know, where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, as much as, okay, these are things that hurt you, but you can't let it break you. You have to keep moving and keep pushing, especially when you have kids that's looking at you every day. You know, this is why I'm going so hard for these 2.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you just got to keep it pushing. You cannot let things that happen in your life or your past mess up your future. You know, if it's something that you want to do and you believe in you, no matter who believe in you, you keep going and you keep pushing.
That's fire. You heard that girl boss? That girl boss said you can't let what hurt you stop you, hinder you. You got to keep pushing. You got to keep going. Yes. What made you relocate to Atlanta?
Relocating to Atlanta for me, at the time I thought I could run from my problems, but child, I realized once I made it to Atlanta that they will follow you everywhere. So at the time I was going through a breakup, and I was like, okay, it's time for me to do a change of scenery. Like, I don't even know why I picked Atlanta. It was the closest. I took a ride with my auntie to Atlanta. I was like, I'm moving here. She was like, what? I was like, I'm moving to Atlanta. She was like, okay, well, I said, well, when you get a day off, can you come with me to find a spot to live? And girl, I did it and never looked back. And to be honest, like, I feel like it made me more independent. It, you know, I didn't have no family there, nobody to lean on. You know what I'm saying? So that move probably was one of the best.
The best move, yeah. It forced you into, put on your big girl panties,
girl,
and let's go.
Get up, get it together, figure it out.
Yes.
So, yeah.
And so with you not having family in Atlanta, is that how you became so close with Tiny and, you know, all the rest of them? Is that how that happened?
Yeah. I met Tiny first. Well, I met Life Jennings' baby mama first, and we went out with Tiny, and I met Tiny, and from there I met, you know, Candy and Monica and like everybody else. But, you know, meeting those girls, we had something in common, so it kind of made us become friends. You know, we clicked, we invite each other to different things, kids' birthday parties, and we developed a sisterhood. You know, we started supporting each other. I'm like, oh, these girls is hella cool. Like, one thing I love about those group of girls is that they genuinely support each other. You know, and I'm like, I'm not used to this.
You're not right, not in world.
I'm not used to this, but you know, we developed a sisterhood, and we just clicked. Like, we would be at each other's house, chilling, talking about business. And I love the fact that when I'm with most of those girls, it's like, you know, every girl kiki and have their moments when they talk about stuff. Girls talk about girls, all that cadiness. But for the most part, it's about how we gonna get this money. Like, what's the next business move? What you doing? How we could do this together? How we could team up and work together? Let's do a show. Let's do this. Let's do that. I'm like, oh, I like this conversation. So, you know, I feel like you have to surround yourself around people that motivate you. Girls that are doing better than you to push you to do better. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're around dream killers all day and people knocking what you're trying to do or don't believe in you, or, you know, with the negativity and discussing people all day versus how we can get this money. Like, so you know, you have to kind of switch it up and change the scenery sometimes. And, you know, in doing that, people will tell you change. You're damn right I changed. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the point. It's like the caterpillar turning into a butterfly. Like, I want to fly. I want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to grow. Like, I don't want to just be stuck in the same place. You know what I'm saying? That's people mentality. Like, they don't believe in growth. You know, it's okay to change.
It is. And progressiveness, you know, being able to progress. That's all growth. That's all about from a caterpillar to a butterfly. And you said it perfect. What a boss knows how to do is surround herself with other bosses that's above her. And bosses don't sit around and just talk about this and that. We talk about how to make money, how to make better life decisions, how to do better in life, and how to uplift and bring people together. Like, you are the real deal boss. Okay, Miss Toya?
Thank you.
So how did the show come about?
The show came about, of course, sitting down, having conversation about, you know, girl, what we could do to get this money. Okay, we have these men in our lives or whatever, but how can we do something together. As females? And how we actually was executive producers of the show. So not only did we filmed the first show, Tiny and Toya. We were executive producers of the show, so we kind of produced how we wanted our life to be versus just doing a reality show based on the men that were involved in our lives at the time. You know, whatever. But we met with this producer. His name was James DeBose, and he had an idea. He was like, okay, I love you and Tiny together. Like, I think that would be really dope. Y'all should do a show, Tiny and Toya. He pitched it, and that was it. And that show was the #1 show on BET.
When I tell you, we had to watch it. Everybody was watching Tiny and Toya. We had to watch it because you put New Orleans on a map. Like, no, even though we talk the way we talk, even as hood as we are, no, we still Hollywood. You know, girl, like you put us on.
Some people used to be like, girl, what is she saying? I need subtitles. Why is she showing her family, her mom, this and this and that? But this is my reality.
Right,
you know
that's
what I'm
reality.
saying? So why do a reality show and I can't be transparent, I can't be real and show my real life? Yes, you know me as Toya, who was married to Wayne, but I'm also Toya Johnson from New Orleans, and this is where I come from.
Yeah, and so being on that reality show, that was able to take you and morph you into Toya Johnson versus Toya, who was married to the rapper.
Right.
That's amazing. That is really, really, really good. Was it hard for you to, you know, let down your guard?
In the beginning, because I mean, I wasn't really used to being in the spotlight. Like, I was with someone who was in the spotlight. I wasn't used to being the person that was in the spotlight, you know? So in the beginning, it was kind of hard, and then receiving all of this backlash in the beginning was like, oh, this is what they do. This is what they have to deal with. But I got to a point, maybe 2 seasons later, like, you know what? I had to realize people are going to talk regardless. Whether you're doing good or bad, they're going to have something to say. So don't never stop being you and living your truth. And for the longest, I'm going to be honest, like, I tried to be this perfect person to please these people that was talking, and I had to realize, listen, that's not who I am.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No such thing as perfect.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as the perfect person, perfect family, perfect relationship.
Yeah.
This is what it is. You know, you either love it or hate it.
Or you hate it. You know, I have a saying, and I just developed it as I morphed into the person that I'm supposed to be, that one day they're screaming, Shatara, Shatara, Toya, Toya, and the next day they're screaming, Stone.
Yeah.
So if I know that you're for me today and you're against me tomorrow, I know that I need to do what's best for me regardless of what you think.
Oh, yes, girl.
So that's perfect. Do you have any regrets?
I actually don't have any regrets because, like I said, all of the things I've been through, I've learned from them. You know, I've grown from it, I learned from it. So I really don't have no regrets.
Okay. And so what made you want to write a book?
Writing a book, like seeing my growth. Like, I used to always journal a lot. That was like my best friend. You know how you get to a point where you tell people all your business and they go repeat it to the next person.
Yeah.
I felt like my secrets were safe on paper.
On paper.
So after going back and reading all of these different situations that I've been through in life, like, oh, girl, you that. So I decided to put it together and tell my story, and I did that on Tiny and Toya. You saw the whole process, and I never in a million years thought that my story would be a New York Times bestseller. I was like, okay, all right, girl, keep it going. And during that process, it, you know, after promoting the book, doing everything, getting out here, selling this book, making all of this money, I signed to a publishing company, made all of this money for a publishing company that didn't want to pay me my money. I'm like, look, you know, what happened to my money? My royalties, like all of this. And I kind of got discouraged. I was like, okay, I'm not getting paid for this. I told my story. This is my life. It's not fair, you know? And after that, I was like, you know what? A few years passed. I couldn't do nothing with the book. I couldn't make money selling the book because I made a poor decision in business. Like, I signed a contract and didn't fully read the contract, not knowing that I was like really signing my rights away to these people. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't have too much say so in the deal. So it was just horrible. And 2 years later, I was like, 2 or 3 years later, I was like, I gotta do something else because I don't want this to be the end of the road.
Right.
So I decided to start my own publishing company, promote my own book, hire my own graphic people, put my own team together. And I put my first book out. It was called How to Lose a Husband under Toya Wright Publishing, and it was a really, really, really good seller. It did really great. People was like, how to lose a husband. Why would you write a book called How to Lose a Husband?
Yeah.
But the book wasn't about teaching girls how to lose a husband. The book was teaching women that you have to be whole before you can be anybody's half.
Come on.
So that book really did good. People love the stories, and I'm actually thinking of doing a part 2 of it.
That would be really fun. What is the most funniest highlight on reality TV? Whether it was Tiny and Toya, whether it was, whatever reality show you've done, what was your most, the funniest highlight?
I would say the funniest highlight is when, girl, when I call myself trying to be romantic.
I think we got the same one. I swear we have the same one. We have the same one.
I'm like, what are you doing? But that one, and then, girl, I think I had like a few. A lot of my funny moments was on Tiny and Toya.
Yeah. Cause it was so raw and so. When I tell you, I said I'm gonna ask her this because I want to tell her my funniest moment, which was yes, and I was, it made me feel like, wait, if she could do this on TV, it's on now,
Girl, I was like, too much wine, too much wine. That was funny.
That was funny. It definitely was funny. Seeing your mom on TV, seeing your family on TV, you really set a tone for. This is normal. People think about things that they go through in their lives and their family, and they're like, oh my God, my family's so this, or my family's so that, or they're ashamed of it. But you took your dysfunction, you showcased it for the world to see, to say, no, what you think is dysfunction, no, this is normal, and this is how we go through. This is how we get through. This is what we do. Was that your goal? Is that what you were trying to do?
Well, yeah, my goal was to, let people know who Toya was. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is Toya Johnson? To let you know who I am, where I come from, to show you my family, to show you how we get through things, to show you that we're not perfect, to show you that I'm struggling every day just like most people that's watching this show. My mother is struggling. She's a drug addict. Like that, me and my siblings are trying to get, we're trying to get her help, like the pain, the hurt, the struggle, the realness, and my mom was okay with it. So it's not like I was exploiting her for money. Like it was something that she wanted to do to get help. And you know what I'm saying? Also, so it was something that I definitely did with my family wanted to be a part of it. It's not like, okay, today we're gonna talk about your drug habit. Tomorrow we're gonna talk about you, and it was just things that we were going through, and we kind of forgot the cameras was rolling half of the time. And prior to even signing on to the show, my family was okay with showing the dysfunction. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like this is our life. This is our reality.
It's our reality. That is amazing. Marriage boot camp.
Oh God.
Why?
Girl, I still don't know why. I still don't know why, honey. Marriage boot camp was definitely an experience. I don't know why. I can't even answer that.
You can't answer that one?
I'm glad that chapter, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. You glad that chapter's over? Okay. How is it raising a celebrity daughter?
It has its ups and downs, its struggles, because my daughter is basically getting raised under a microscope. It's like the world have something to say about every little thing, from your parenting, from posts, from this, that. It's like, it's crazy. Like, I didn't have to experience that growing up. So raising her is like, I was like, what is this? And what are these people talking about? And are you doing what you need to do for your kids? I understand it take a village, so I'm totally with. I can accept constructive criticism all day from people that genuinely care. But all of these randoms and their opinions, I'm like, But my daughter is a very strong person. She has tough skin. She's very, like, Reginae, she's a really good girl, despite all of the other things. Like all of the negativity that come her way, the Instagram bullying, the people comments about her father, her mom, her family, her life all the time. Like, since she was a kid, you know what I'm saying? She turned out to be really good.
Really good, definitely. You think it would have been different had you stayed in New Orleans raising her? You think she would have gotten that much? Would it have been different?
I I think so. Yeah, I think it would have been a little different. But I'm glad I made that move with, raising her.
Yeah.
Because it probably would have been all the way.
All the way. How did your mom being an addict, how did that affect your life?
Well, it affected my life in a big way because, in a major way. Because every woman needs their mother in their lives. And not having my mom there like all the time not because she don't want to, because she's struggling with an addiction that's kind of bigger than me. Like she can't control it, So it definitely had me to the point where I was like, praying to God, like, God, please help me and my family, like help her kick this drug addiction. But I wouldn't give up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't give up on my mom. I stayed there trying to help her, even though it was so many times I was like, come on. But now she's an author.
Yeah,
she's
come
living
on,
in Atlanta.
She's
doing her thing, and I'm very happy for her. Very happy for
That's good. Toya, you had to deal with your mom being, on drugs. Like me, for an example, having to deal with being rejected, and other women who deal with situations with their parents, whether it be mother or father, what's some good advice that you can give to someone, because for the longest, I had this thing where it was like, if my mom don't love me, how can a man call, I marry him and he say he loved me and I really believe that, like my mom who carried me, who did all these different things, she didn't, so how are you going to love me? So how did you?
That kind of, that plays a big role in your life when you don't have supportive, loving, affectionate parents and, you're dating. It can be on the flip side with your father, not having a father in your life or whatever. When you start dating, it's like you looking for those things that you didn't have in a man, and sometimes you pick the wrong guy looking for those things. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't know the definition of a real man. How a man is supposed to hold his family down. How a man is supposed to love, respect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His daughter, his woman, so you're lost.
Yeah.
And the same with a woman. Like, you don't know how a woman is supposed to handle, her family, her kids, show her children love and affection, attention that they need. So it definitely affects you in your adulthood. And people, people deal with that every single day. And my advice for people that are going through that, because my daughter and I just recently went, started counseling sessions, and it works. It really works. Like, when her dad is all in the spotlight, you know what I'm saying? So he's busy, he do his thing, whatever. And my dad is not in the spotlight.
Right.
He just chose to not be 100% father. And that affected me. Right now I have a wonderful man. You know what I'm saying? The guy that I prayed for, and I was afraid to get married again. I was looking around like, this might be too good to be true.
Like, where's that?
I'm not used to type of, like, this level of, this is a different kind of man.
Yeah.
But thank you, God. Like, I'm just starting to get to the point where I'm like embracing it. Like, this is what you deserve as a woman. A good man that respects you, that loves the ground you walk on, that treats you like a queen. Like, like, I don't have to work. Like, it's not a light switch relationship where it's on and off. Like, I love you today, I love her tomorrow. I'm gonna do this when I want to. You disrespecting your mother. This man treats his mother like he comes from a really like a grounded family. Like, they have, they grew up in church. His father was a man. Like, he provided for his family. Like, his father showed him how a man is supposed to treat their woman and their family. And he's that kind of guy. He's 100% like all about his family, all about his woman. Like, I admire his relationship with his kids. I be like, my heart be melting. Like, it's so beautiful,
That's amazing. And you know what? I was just about to ask you that. Where did you meet him? Where did he all of a sudden, Toya got a new man?
Girl.
Where did that come from?
To be honest with you, I was out in Vegas, and a friend of mine, we had a mutual friend, he introduced us, and we were just friends for a long time. I didn't have I wasn't even checking for him at all. I don't know if he was checking for me, but I wasn't checking for him at the time.
Right, you were checking for him?
Oh, he cool. He's a cool guy. And then, after being friends for a while, after, losing my brothers, and the one thing that stood out about him, I was like, my friend was like, did you know Red was at the boy's funeral? I was like, really? I didn't even know. I didn't know he was there. Now that she was like, yeah, he was on a flight with me, and he paid for a few of your family, your friends and family to come down on a Sprinter because they had a situation with the Sprinter company, and your one friend called him and he was like, I got it. I was like, that is so sweet. Like, it's just not wrong. Like, and you know how people do stuff
and want to tell you,
and they like, okay, I'm doing this for you. I'll see that. Nothing was for attention. Nothing was for like to try. He did it out of his heart. I was like, this is a special. This one is a little different.
He's special. Come on now, come on. Did you think you would ever fall in love again?
I knew I would fall in love again, but I didn't think this soon.
This soon?
You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, yeah, I ain't think this soon. But he's amazing, and I'm happy, very happy.
You can tell you light up when you talk about him. You legit like went literally like a star. Rainbow, little Rainy.
Yes, girl, that's my little heart. That little girl, she brings so much joy to our family. Yes.
And you was just not like, okay, another kid. You were done with kids.
I
you
was
wanted
like,
another one?
Well, Reginae was what, 19 at the time. I'm like, oh, I got one out the house. She just moved out, and I'm pregnant again. But it was time.
It was time.
20 years later, 19, 20 years later, I'm like, okay.
Okay.
And then it's so different this time. I'm having a ball.
Yes, well, that's amazing. Before bedheads, where did that come from? How?
Just adding a little sexiness to bedtime. You know, we go to bed with our granny bonnets on, and the men like, take that off. So I just wanted to jazz it up a little bit, you know, for the girls to go to bed a little sexy.
A little sexy, huh?
A little blinging before bed. So
that's how
no
it came
Auntie
about.
Mama bonnet.
So thank you for answering those questions, but I have a game I want to play with you real quick. It's called Truth or Dare.
Okay, let's.
You ready for this? Okay, so what you want? Truth or Dare first?
Truth.
Truth. Tell us something that no one knows.
Something that no one knows.
Whether it's something coming in the future that you haven't told anybody yet, whether it's something that just.
Well, y'all know I'm a foodie. I love snacks. I love junk.
We can't tell.
Girl, I'm getting better though. You know, the whole wait no more movement. I'm getting better, but I legit used to need a snack all day. I gotta be snacking on something. Just something sweet just keeps me going.
And you know, when I met you, you were like, I want something sweet. And I'm like, I'm going to get you a tea.
I was like, I can't have it.
Okay, truth or dare?
Dare.
Okay, I dare you to sing your favorite love song. Just the chorus.
Girl, my favorite love song, Sing and Me Don't Mix.
What you be singing to Ray? What you be singing to him?
It'd be like, Ray, I don't know what tune you on, but that is not how that song goes.
See, they do me like that all the time.
My favorite love song, girl, I love, my favorite, it's so many. I'm a married girl, though. I love Mary J.
You love Mary J?
I love Beyonce. I love, oh my God, I don't know my favorite one, though.
So if you had to get married and you wanted a song that had to be playing when you walk down the aisle.
A song what's that guy's name? Okay, let's go.
We're gonna go to the next one.
Come back.
Okay. So now I'm gonna give you another dare. I dare you to rap the alphabets.
A B C D E F G
Ow.
H I J K L M N O P
O
Q R S
Ow.
T U V
Bow.
W X Y and Z.
Boom! Baby, come on with the rap. Okay, so I'm gonna do a truth. Tell us who's your celebrity crush.
My celebrity crush? What's my celebrity crush? Rick, I have one. I always say one.
You don't have a celebrity crush? No. Okay, well, I dare you to act your favorite movie. Something from whatever movie that you like. Maybe it's the funniest thing. What's something, a part of a movie that's your favorite? You watch TV?
Girl, barely.
One person did like The Color Purple. I did something off of Coming to America, my absolute favorite movie. All about the Benjamins.
I like movies like, see, I like love stories and like
you are
The
such
Notebook.
a lover. Oh.
Yeah, I love The Notebook and stuff like that. But I like funny movies like Friday and you know what I'm saying, Kevin Hart stand-up stuff.
What Pop said on Friday when he said, every time I come in the kitchen, you in the goddamn kitchen.
Shit. I don't remember.
Eating all the food.
Oh yeah.
All the what do you say? All the hog maws. I like some hog maws.
That's a shame. I cannot remember nothing. The movies that I can recite, you can tell I have kids because I could literally do Home Alones and all of that shit all day. But I can't remember none of the adult movies. I watch that kid stuff too much.
Too much, huh?
Shit, this is crazy.
That is too funny. Okay, tell us the exclusive that's coming our way from Toya.
Okay, exclusive stuff that's coming your way will be my vending machines. I'm getting ready to put vending machines in different cities for before bedheads. I'm also coming out with a kid's book called Learning Colors with Rainbow, and she's gonna have the mascot that's gonna go to kids' schools and do reading with rainbow sessions. My daughter, I'm helping Reginae get something going. She may have like a little kid spot really soon in Atlanta. I'm expanding the whole Wait No More movement. We're adding different products and merch to that. We have, you know, the clothing, the Wait No More t-shirts. We're gonna have like the resistant bands, like stuff that you can use to work out at home, along with the fat burner that's dropping on July 8th. And then we'll have another product following that one. Just keeping it going. The 5K walk runs. We'll be back in Atlanta, New Orleans next year. The next stop is Houston, Texas on July 13th. Very excited about that one. And just keeping it going, fighting obesity.
Come on.
One city at a time.
I like that. Why did you come up with that? Fighting obesity, the Wait No More. Where did that come from?
Because it's just, getting people in a habit of being active. You know what I'm saying? Like, obesity is real out here. People are losing their lives.
Definitely.
Like, just getting people in a habit of eating healthy, living a healthier lifestyle, just staying active. And what Wait No More is all about, it's not just for the fitness guru. You know what I'm saying? It's for people that struggle just like me and you.
I struggle
every day, but just get out there and do something. So with the 5Ks, we go to your city, you can walk, you can run, just come out and be active and finish this race.
That's real good. So I asked people, if they had any questions they wanted to ask you, that they can submit their questions. I only took 2 questions.
Okay.
And so I want to ask you these 2 questions from them. Calling it fan mail. So one lady, her name is Kiyoka, and her question was, a lot of the time, as the financially stable person in a family, or even as the emotionally stable person in a family, you're expected to back your family or help with their load. How do you deal with these 2 things? And then what is your thoughts on people who feel that blood brings a certain entitlement in situations like this?
Okay, well, I feel like every person that's in the situation where they're kind of like the breadwinner of their family, they're going to experience that because one, your family feels a sense of entitlement, like you owe them something automatically because you're connected by blood. Nothing is wrong with helping your family and putting your family in position to be able to do things to make money on their own. But when your family gets to the point where they feel like you have to give them the same lifestyle that you have, and you out here working night and day, and y'all have the same 24 hours and they're not doing nothing with theirs, but expect you to do everything for them, that's when it becomes a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like you have to get out here and create something. Like, I can help you in any way that you need me to, but I'm not gonna keep providing for you. Like, I will support whatever it is you have going on, but I can't keep giving you and giving you and giving you. If I keep giving you everything, I'm gonna be broke.
That's a
fact. They just have to, nothing's wrong with helping your family. You're supposed to, when you get to a certain place in your life, you're supposed to make sure certain people in your life is good. But put them in position to do things, to make money on their own, not provide, okay, here you go, 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 every time they ring your phone. Like, that's not how it goes. But I can tell everybody goes through that. That's in a position where they're making money. People feel like they owe them something, and the shit is crazy.
Yeah, I agree with that. A girl boss, she puts you in a position to make money. She don't just give you handouts. And so this is another one, the last one from Lola Boutique. Her question was, how do you balance entrepreneurship, being a mother, a daughter, a friend, and your love life? I'm a first-time mother. I work a full-time 9-to-5 job. I recently launched my website for the boutique, and I've been struggling trying to find a balance in just some me time.
Yeah, I mean, when you're starting a business, you know, a business is like a baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you're giving birth to something. So it definitely needs a lot of attention and time. And so does your kids, so does your significant other. So what you have to do, you have to set a schedule. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So where you're working on this time of day, you make sure you do this with your kids, you make sure you have your days with your man. You can't, everything is not going to happen within a 24-hour span.
No.
You know what I'm saying? But you have to prioritize like things and make sure you take care of this, you take care of that, because if you for 1 minute slack on a business, it will fall through. If you for 1 minute don't give the kids the proper attention they need, that's an issue. And the same with your relationship. So you have to find that time and balance, and it's not easy.
No, it's not easy.
At all.
At
but you
all.
have to make sure that you give everything the equal amount of attention. You just have to map it on out.
Map it out. Whew, map it out, sis. Map it out.
Map it
out.
girl.
Is there anything else that you want to say to the people? Anything you want to tell them? Anywhere that they can find any of your products, or they can buy your products? Any last minute advice?
Yes, I want to say, first off, thank you guys for supporting me so much. Those of you who do support me, I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. I'm a work in progress. I'm steady going. I'm not where I want to be, but guess what? I'm going to get there, and so will you. Just always remember that nothing beats failure but a try. So keep going, never give up, and dream big. Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching Couch Conversations with Shatara. Until next time, bye.